All right, this is John Cola with okraw.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you. And, for those of you guys that have been, on this health journey for a long time, trying to, look for the quick fix, I finally have found the answer. I'm here at the Woodstock Fruit Festival next to a good dear friend, Dr. Sam Milkarski. You can learn more about him at drsampt.com. And the reason why I have Dr. Sam on today is to share with you guys the one quick fix you can do for better health. He's been researching this now for over 15 years on a plant-based raw diet. He's been into healthy living for much longer. And we're going to interview him today about the one quick fix you should do, everybody, right now. So, Dr. Sam, real quick, what is the quick fix so that people could have better health now?
Well, the one quick fix is definitely self-love. And you have to love yourself enough to eat well, to breathe well, to get enough sun, to have loving relationships in your life, to get enough exercise, and to take care of yourself. So I would say it all starts with self-love, because if you don't have that, there's no direction you can go in but down.
Wow, Dr. Sam, that's so important. Now, I know, Dr. Sam, that's just one component of many things. I mean, that's the quick fix, because number one, you got to have love. You got to love yourself. I love myself, and I'm glad that just within the last year, I'm in a nice, loving relationship, so that was able to boost my level of health, just make me feel more content, make me feel more happy. But I know there's 7 other components that are very essential to health. So Dr. Sam, what are these other components besides loving yourself that are the next level after loving yourself?
Absolutely. So there's a whole system of health that I've developed called a chain of health system, and it's comprised of 8 links. They are food, air, water, light, rest, activity, hygiene, and again, the last one is love, which is the master link. So they're all synergistic. They all matter. They're all equally important. It's just that we say that love is the master link because, again, without self-love, you won't do the other 7 things. So that's truly the other 8 factors that truly matter. As I tell people all the time, the chain of health system is not optional. It's essential, as it contains essential factors of health and of life. These 8 things govern all living species on this planet. However, although the chain of health system is not optional, following it is.
Wow. So yeah, I mean, if you're not getting the health results you're wanting from just simply a raw foods diet, I mean, health is a lot more than just raw foods. Raw foods is only the food component, and there's still 7 other components. And Dr. Sam and all his research has come up with a very simple system to basically get you there. So what I want to talk about next is, Dr. Sam, what's some easy steps that my viewers today can actually, start today to get on their path to better health? I mean, I know you came up with this Bad Health Be Gone blueprint, 4 easy steps. What are these steps, and how can my viewers today take these steps and run with it to increase and better their health?
Yeah, this is actually literally a blueprint for better health. And the blueprint contains 4 easy steps. The 4 easy steps all begin with the letter A, because after all, who doesn't want A's on the report card, right? So the A's are simple. The first step, step 1, is to assess. If you don't know where you're starting from, it's hard to end up where you want to go or where you want to be. So you first have to have some kind of assessment. Now, we just talked about the 8 links in the chain of health system. There's a simple way to assess yourself right there. A lot of times when I explain the 8 links to people, they go, oh yeah, I know I need more sleep. So then I usually say to them, well, there's a difference between knowing and doing, right? There's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is knowing and wisdom is doing. If you know you need more sleep, why aren't you doing it? And they go, oh, I guess I just have to commit to it. That's right. Making the commitment helps. Other times people just don't know where to start. Which link is the key link in their chain. So that's where the assessment piece comes in, to determine where you should start. After you've assessed yourself, then you have to acquire. Acquire means knowledge, tools, and resources. So let's say, for example, you go, yeah, I understand my diet needs to improve. So you know that you need to improve your diet, but that doesn't mean you know how. So that's the acquire piece, step 2. You're going to acquire knowledge, tools, resources. Like you go to John's channel and you watch all about gardening or what kind of foods you should be eating, because he's done so many videos that have awesome information and are incredible. You're going to educate. If you can't educate yourself on his channel, then you're not paying attention. I mean, he's laid it out for you for several years now. So once you acquire, then step 3 is to act. You actually have to act on the information that you have. Now, people often say knowledge is power, and I say, well, applied knowledge is empowering. So again, knowledge may be power, but applied knowledge is empowering. You have to act on what you're doing. And the key in step 2 when you're acquiring is not to keep going on that journey for years and years and years and becoming an information junkie. Yeah. Just acquire what you need and then apply it for a while and look at the results you're getting. So after those 3 steps, assess, acquire, and act, then you're going to affirm. And affirm just means you're going to keep applying steps 1 through 3 over and over to affirm whether it's working or not. If it is, you keep going. If it's not, you change something. It's that simple. It is simple. Health was never meant to be complicated. And something I remind people all the time, that although the functioning of the human body is very complex, its maintenance and care is very simple.
Wow, Dr. Sam. I mean, basically you summed up my health journey just in a couple sentences. That's what I've been doing. I've been acquiring knowledge. I've been putting it into action, seeing what works. If it doesn't work, then I change. I do something else, and I feel great. But see, unfortunately, we're not taught how to do this. Luckily, when I was a child, I was in MGM, Mentally Gifted Minors, GATE program, whatever you want to call it. And they taught me to think critically and to act and do things accordingly. Plus, I guess due to my German and Chinese background, I'm pretty pragmatic and do all these things almost naturally, based on my teachings, my genes, whatever. But a lot of you guys may not have, know what to do next. And I think this is really sad. In my opinion, there are no quick fixes to health. In my opinion, drugs are not the answer. They don't really fix anything for the long term. They may make you feel better temporarily. But, if you got to ask yourself, if you're on drugs for the rest of your life, how does that healing you? You're not taking away the problem. So I'm glad that, because Dr. Sam has been on this same life journey as me, and although I make tons of videos, all free content for you guys, I have over 1,900 videos now on YouTube on, things like gardening, over 1,000 videos, over 400 videos on this channel, okraw, over 400 videos on my discount juicer channel, Raw Foods, where I share and test the juicers. Dr. Sam's been working behind the scenes, helping people with therapy and being able to move their arms again and getting rid of shoulder pain. And more importantly, he's putting together this book right here, over 300 pages, that summarizes his life's work up to this point. It's actually titled Bad Health Be Gone. And this gives you the system, the blueprint guide that you guys should have all had when you were born, and everybody born should actually have one of these guides, because it gives you the systematized way to basically rebuild your health one step at a time in an easy workbook format that anybody could get through. So Dr. Sam, why did you choose to write this book here?
Yes, the title of the book is Bad Health Be Gone, Bad Health Be Gone, a quick fix blueprint for better health. And I chose to write it because over years and years and years, so many patients, clients said, "Hey doc, can you give me a quick fix?" And I used to get so frustrated and say, there is no such thing. And then I came to the conclusion that actually there is. And it came to me in a flash one day. I said, although there are no shortcuts to better health, there really is a quick fix. And the true quick fix that's safe, affordable, ethical, and easy to follow is to determine your key link or the weak link in your chain of health system, which this all lays out for you, because as we know, a chain is only strong as its weakest links. So once you determine where that area is and you focus on that, you'll get the true quick fix, not only in the short run, but you'll get total long-term health success.
Wow, so with this, Sam, it sounds like I'm going to get all the knowledge that you've acquired in this book, and it's almost like consulting with you, even though you're not here, because like, one of the first parts of this, the program you've put together, and it's more than a book, it's a whole program. It says start here, over 300 pages, and there's audio and transcripts, is that they're going to go over some kind of questionnaire. So once you tell my viewers about this questionnaire that they're going to go over right when they get this book to kind of assess where they're at, because a lot of people don't know where they're at, and a lot of people don't know what they need to do, what they don't need to do, but you assess them through the questionnaire to get them on the best track so that they can make the biggest health difference and the biggest changes through addressing the situation that needs the most attention.
Absolutely. The questionnaire is meant to address step 1, which, as we mentioned, is to assess yourself. So you're going to fill out a questionnaire that's about 100 questions long. And once you do that, you're going to tally up the scores for each of the 8 links, and you're going to determine which one has the lowest score. Which one has the lowest score, that's your weak link or your key link you're going to focus on. Wow.
So then they're going to work on their weakest link first, because that's going to give them the most improvement overall in their health. And then in here, actually, you have really step-by-step, easy things that people could do on a daily basis. I mean, I looked through here, and actually, I found things that I need to do in my life to become become better and healthier in my person. Like, one of the things I found, because I looked through here, is actually like doing lung exercises to increase the amount of breath and oxygen I could take in. So Dr. Sam, why don't you talk really quickly about that one component of, I don't know how many different steps in here do you have that people should be doing?
Yeah, the steps, this is really important. I'm glad you asked that question, because one of the things I found after doing this for 18 years is people often get frustrated because they feel overwhelmed, and they start a program and they go, this is too much, I quit, I give up, I can't do all this. So it's taken me a couple years to really distill this down in a way, and what I did is each of the 8 links has 12 separate steps that are called actionable items. Now, each actionable item might have a few action steps, but you only have to focus on 1 per month. So you can spread this out over a year's time, and at the end of a year, you've done all 12 actionable items. That link is no longer weak anymore, and you can then move on to the next one in the chain that needs to be addressed. Now, it's really that simple.
Wow, that's amazing. Like, it really breaks it down, and like everything that I've learned on my own and more is in this workbook here that you get to work through. You know, what I like to teach people, Dr. Sam, is, as you know, is by the inch, it's a cinch, by the yard, it's hard. This really breaks it down into the smallest, minutest component. So somebody could just really work at being good at breathing for the whole month, and then next month go on to another actionable step, which is what, there's like about 100 of them in there or so?
Oh yeah, there's, like I said, there's 12 actionable items for all 8 links, right? So you're doing, what, 96?
Yeah, about 100. So yeah, I mean, after all these links, you will be helped because of it. Now, you guys know that I don't really like to recommend like big, expensive program workbooks like this, but you know, if I was to write a book, it'd probably be something like this, and Dr. Sam is taking the time with all his knowledge on a very similar path as I, plus he has a very pragmatic brain, and I appreciate him a lot more than many of the different people in raw foods today. And I would definitely, if you've been struggling with raw foods, if you still have some health challenges, if your life is not going right, if you're not getting enough sleep and you know it, you know, if you're just not feeling the way you want to feel, you need to get this program. I guarantee, if you work through it and do it as he says, and it's super easy, super simple read. I think even every high school student should be going through this so that they know from a young age how to live optimally healthy, how to be optimally happy, and how to be congruent in this very fragmented world. So Dr. Sam, do you have any comments about the Bad Health Be Gone, a quick fix blueprint for better health for people out there that might motivate them a little bit to maybe take some action, to take the first step to get this so that they can change their life?
Yeah, I would say it comes back to what we talked about in the beginning, is loving yourself enough to want to invest in your health. Your health is obviously your true wealth, and it's your greatest asset. Without it, you got nothing. So the first step you need to take is just to decide how healthy you want to be. And if you're looking for someone to help guide you and coach you, this program can definitely do that.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, every day we have the choice. You know, we will have a level of health. And what do you want your level of health to be? If you eat processed foods, junk foods, and animal foods in excess, you know, your level of health, in my opinion, is going to be very low. If you eat healthy, then your level of health is going to be higher, like a plant-based, raw diet primarily. It's going to be good. But if you take into consideration the diet, getting enough sleep, getting enough air, getting enough love, and all the other chains of health, you're going to have the best health ever. And that's what I want for you guys. I mean, I learned at a young age, I was in my 20s when the doctor said that I might not walk out of the hospital alive. That's not a fun place to be. And at that point in my brain, I switched what was truly important in life. Unfortunately, we're taught that, oh yeah, you need to have a lot of money. That's what wealth is. You know, you could lose your life being the richest man in the world, like, you know, Bill Gates or the dude from Apple or whatever, you know, because you're very unhealthy and sickly, lose your life prematurely, Steve Jobs, you know, and not have anything because you're not here to enjoy the wonderful journey. And that's why a program like this that really sums it up, I mean, I think this should be sold in every bookstore across America. You could be going on infomercials on TV, and every American needs to learn and know about this. This is like I think you, Sam, are like the Tony Robbins of like health, and he's like Tony Robbins for like motivation and stuff, right? But this is really the program that Tony should be approving of and getting out to people, because it really breaks it down step by step. I really got into Tony Robbins when I was younger, and I mean, this is on par with one of the programs that he would put together, but specifically about your health so that you can have the best health ever. So if you want to get this program, you're going to want to visit the website, badhealthbegone.com/okraw. I've actually set up with Sam to get you guys $100 off the program price. So you're gonna save a lot of money, and I'm only doing this because I want you guys to get this program and put it into action, because my goal to making a YouTube channel is to make a difference in the world. Whether that's me doing it directly and by you guys watching my videos, which, you know, I go all over the place, and if you watch all my videos and then take some action, you're gonna get some results. But by Sam putting this book together, he makes it super simple, super easy, so that you could do this all in one place at your own pace. And the most important thing is that once you get this, you actually do it. So Dr. Sam, say somebody orders the Bad Health Begone program, they get it, and one of the things I've seen and one of the things I've done is I've ordered these great programs, I've gotten them, and then I just don't open the box and just don't get started. What's one thing you could tell people to motivate them to get started once they get the program?
To decide how important your health is in your life, and if you make the decision that it's really important, it's as simple as just opening it up and going to the section that says start here and just start there. And the rest is going to be step by step to total health success.
I mean, it looks like you've really set this up like this is like health for dummies. We can't say that because it's like copyrighted, but you really have like just steps that people need to take, like 1, 2, 3, because a lot of people don't know what to do. Like I've figured out what to do over all these years doing my diet, but this really goes through and really tells you what you need to do to make your health happen at the highest level. It's just
Absolutely. It's a step-by-step approach. That's why it's called a quick fix blueprint for better health.
so above all other programs I've seen, even more than a book, this really gives you the personal consulting and direction you need to take your health to the next level, more than simply just the information that you're getting in this video, more than the information you're going to get in a book. This is a complete workbook that you will interact with, including audio transcripts and audio books that you can listen to even when you're in a car, taking the bus to work, or wherever you're at. So once again, I want to encourage you guys to check out the website, badhealthbegone.com/okraw, to claim your $100 discount, which is a huge discount because I want you guys to get this program, to turn your health around so that I could, you know, meet one of my goals being on this planet, is to get people healthier one person at a time. And one day I'm going to reach all of America and all the world with this message, and then we will all change this world in the place we want to see it, maybe looking like the forest that we're in now, instead of all these skyscrapers ruining the planet with chemical pesticides and all this crazy stuff that's happening. Okay, so once again, you want to visit badhealthbegone.com/okraw. If you guys like this episode, hey, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know. I'll have Dr. Sam on in the future. Also, be sure to click that subscribe button down below to get my future episodes when they come out. You never know what kind of topics that will help you, become better in your health and in your wealth on my channel, as well as check my past videos. I have over 400 videos now on this channel to help educate you, but not necessarily a workbook like this, and that's why this, I believe, is so valuable. So go there right now, badhealthbegone.com/okraw. Once again, my name is John Kohler with okraw.com, and until next time, remember, keep eating your fresh fruits and vegetables. They're always the best. All right, this is John Kohler with okraw.com to do another exciting episode for you. Where I have today is the Los Angeles Wholesale Produce Terminal. This is like one of my favorite places to be in LA. I mean, we were at the beach yesterday, and I love the beach, but I personally think I love the produce